Every project is different, and they all bring their own challenges, and they're all satisfying in some regards. Sometimes I feel like my current project's always my favorite project. But I think one of the ones we recently that completed here is we're building a new village for freshmen coming here to campus. So it's a residential we're complex. It involves 4 buildings that we're putting up pretty much simultaneously with a total of about 500 beds and a new dining hall. And that's been a particularly fun project because we're developing 9 acres of our land simultaneously. So we're not just putting up the buildings, but we're developing the spaces between the buildings also, whether we're putting in flat play areas where people can run around and throw a frisbee, or, a volleyball court, or just seating areas where students can hang out, bring their laptops and or converse and interact with the fellow students that there. So that's actually been a really interesting project because there's been many more opportunities since we were working on these 4 buildings simultaneously to really impact a whole area of campus at once.
Seems like it would be fun to develop areas for college students.
It is fun, actually. We have great students here. We have wonderful students, and it is fun. Last August, it was a blast, actually, to watch the first students and their parents show up on move-in day and, move into their new rooms and see the brand new dining hall and see how happy and excited they were to be here. And actually, what I'm just hearing recently is we've had a lot of those freshman students ask if they can stay and live their sophomore year also. And I don't think a lot of universities get that kind of a reaction from their students. I think a lot of times they're very eager to move off campus, but that's not the case here.
It's great to see more on-campus housing. I went to UCCS and graduated in 2004.
Okay.
And there were very limited on-campus options at that time. It's so great to see it expand this way.
We've built a whole new village since then. So if you ever want to stop by and give you a tour and show you around, and there's parts of campus I'm sure you won't recognize at all.
Yeah, our audience here is very localized, and I'm sure many people drive by and see this new building every now and then on UCCS campus. We'd love to hear more about it. What changes have you seen, for example, over the last 10 years or so? What have you been a part of there?
Well, I've been here about 8 years. Okay. And what I hear from many people like yourself, who perhaps went to school here a decade or so ago, is they come to campus and they say, number one, they say they're lost. They don't recognize the campus anymore because it's changed and evolved so much. And the other thing I hear from them is they say, oh, it's a real campus now, And I think it's because we've really developed the campus into, it's almost a small city. It's almost a small, self-contained city when you think about it. Whether we have the residence halls, we have various dining halls and dining venues. We have a bar on campus. We have a bank. We have, you have your laundry facilities. There's a huge recreation center that we just doubled in size, and recreational fields. We have places where you can go if you need to see a doctor or need medical help. I mean, we truly are a self-contained city in itself. So that's, I think, very different than we were just going back, 10, 15 years ago. So it's pretty exciting, actually. And it's getting really exciting now as we expanded to our North Campus, which is along North Nevada Avenue. And we're beginning to put up a lot of buildings that are interacting with the community as opposed to just being contained within the campus. So we have the Lane Center for Academic Health Sciences that we've constructed about 2 years ago. And now we've got the Ent Center for Performing Arts, the Ent Center for the Arts that's going up. And that's going to bring a lot of the public to campus. So that one's really exciting too. That's why it's very hard to pick a favorite building.
Listeners, thank you for tuning in to Central Colorado Springs Advice Givers Podcast. If you have a question, email me at lauren@centralcoloradosprings.advicegivers.com. That is lauren@centralcoloradosprings.advicegivers.com. Go to iTunes, leave us a review, and leave us some feedback. This is a conversation. We do want to hear from you. Please tell us what you think. Subscribe on iTunes. That'll help us reach more people so that all together we can keep making Colorado Springs better. Thank you for tuning in.